Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
New Orleans Saints, one win away from winning the NFC South, lead the Falcons 17-9. Here's we welcome you to the Toyota Halftime. I'm going to share a story with you here on this Thanksgiving night of a man born in New Orleans, and he played here for the Falcons as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But to tell Warrick Dunn's story, it's not just the terrific football player he was. He was an incredible player off the field in terms of changing so many lives. And his old coach, our colleague Tony Dungy, tells us about a legacy that's still being written a decade after he played his last game.
Steelers are the world champ, the best.
When I was a rookie with the Steelers, my coach, Chuck Noll, and our owner, Art Rooney, told us not to make football our whole life. Do more than just play for Pittsburgh, they said. Become part of the fabric of the community. When I became a head coach in Tampa Bay, I tried to give my players the same inspiration.
Touchdown!
And I'm so proud the challenge took root in Warrick Dunn.
Well, the Homes for the Holidays program was born because of Coach Tony Dungy. His words resonated with me, and I just thought about, like, man, what can I do to help people? And I just started thinking about the things my mom wanted and her dream of how she never realized that dream.
Police arrived at this Jefferson Highway convenience store about 12:15 this morning to find one of their own near death. Corporal Betty Smothers died at Our Lady of the Lake Hospital.
Betty Smothers was a 36-year-old single parent. She worked full-time at her police duties and then pulled extra duty to make ends meet.
Every story that I read, every family that I helped, I took a little bit of my mom.
In 1997, as a 22-year-old rookie, Warrick came to me to explain his goal of helping families like his. He'd kept his family together since his mother's death, and now his idea was to help finance and furnish homes for other single moms and their kids.
We did it my rookie year. We did 3 homes on Thanksgiving, and we haven't stopped ever since.
Because of his love for family and knowing firsthand the difficulties a single parent is faced with, he created his Homes for the Holidays. And this is a beautiful and befitting tribute to her.
Here we go. Today would be home 174 for the charity, going on almost 22 years now. So it's a special day. Whoa. Most families, when they first move into a home, they can't afford to fully furnish the home.
It's so quiet.
Big girl's room. Save the best for last. Mom's room. Furniture, foods, linens, garden tools, TVs, computers, you know, all the way down to the toothbrush. We're gonna start you off. That's what my mom would have wanted. Today, Qatar, congratulations on being home 174.
I'm a single parent, and so for charity to help me, it gives you that push, it gives you that energy to keep going, and it lets you know that you're not in the world alone.
Like Katara and her son earlier this month, the 61st home Dunn handed over 13 years ago offered another family a fresh start, and a young boy named Deshaun Watson a chance at realizing a dream. He's just one example of the impact Warrick's made, a reminder of what we can all do when we commit to making a difference.
Don't let that number go by you. 174 homes, many folks enjoying Thanksgiving in those homes. The Dunn legacy also connects to the Tony Dungy legacy, 2 special people in the league. Speaking special, when we come back in this NFL 100th anniversary season celebration, the NFL's all-time team, we will unveil the first defensive lineman to be named to that all-time team. But first, a holiday message from Toyota about a very special homecoming.
Rule 12, Section 2, Article 7. This prohibits the blindside block. Rule 6, Section 2, Article 1. This eliminates the wedge block. And this is Dr. Jeff Crandall, the expert whose research helps change rules. Through innovations in equipment, smarter preseason routines, and improvements to the rules of the game, the NFL's health and safety initiatives help to reduce injuries on kickoff by 26%. So players spend less time off the field and more time doing things like this.
So as the celebration of the NFL's 100th season continues, the all-time team being named, the running backs last week. This week it's the front seven, the defensive linemen and the linebackers. Tonight, here's your first look at a defensive player on the NFL's all-time team.
Joe Green of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain.
You can call me Joe.
Okay, Joe Green, sweetheart Joe Green.
I was one of the nicest guys out there, you know that.
You're one of the nicest guys that nobody ever wanted to play against.
Hey, Cleveland, how you like us now?
We used to say, get Joe, and we got to take our chances on Jack.
Tackles for losses were just a part of playing Pittsburgh, and it was him.
The man who brought him down finally was Joe Green.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
Want my Coke?
I swallowed 18 bottles of that stuff. When it was time to roll the tape.
Loving Bill Belichick with Chris Collinsworth and Rich Eisen. So here's the plaque. First defensive player, rest of the D-line, and the linebackers named tomorrow. Second half coming up from Atlanta with the Saints on top by 8.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.